Hi guys, and welcome back to the 40-day AAA challenge. We are achieving the end of this challenge, and I'm really excited to share the results with you guys. Anyways, for today's video, we have BotPress as a solution. So, if you want to build an AI chatbot for your website, deploy it on any social media channel, we will learn how to build that first AI customer support agent on WordPress, and we will also see when are those situations when you could use WordPress over VoiceFlow. So I have a lot of tutorials on VoiceFlow, and I have a lot more coming down the line. But a benefit of making these videos is that I get to discover and explore new avenues so that I can tell you guys about how these avenues work. So WordPress was one of them. I did use it for a little bit, but then I just completely shifted to VoiceFlow. But now, when I came back after like around 3 months, I saw a lot of improvement and a lot of functionality. So I was really excited to share this with you guys. So let's talk about first, when are those situations when you would use BotPress over VoiceFlow. Then I will show you guys a quick AI customer support chatbot that I made for my website, literally within 2 minutes. I'm not even kidding. I mean, it was so cool. And the fun part is going to be when I show you guys the chatbot and then I show you how much work it took. It's going to be really really fun. So stay tuned for that. And we're also going to talk about the functionality of voice flow, the pricing structure. So basically everything that you need to know to start off to build your first customer support agent for your website or for another business. So let's get into it. I think I should first start off with showing you the chatbot that I created, because that would really help with the context of this video. So obviously this is not customized at all. I just built it for the purpose of a demo. WordPress allows you to integrate a lot of customization. Like you could add your logo, you could change the color of the chat bubble, and a lot of different things that you could do. You could also like change the first introductory or greeting message. So let's talk to the bot that I created. It's for my website Novelty AI, where I tell about the services that my company, or basically I, provide to online businesses. So let's see how this bot works when I am trying to basically book an appointment with Novelty AI. So let's just imagine we're on the website of Novelty AI, and we see the chat icon, and this is the customer asking for has a query, and let's see how this bot handles. Hi, how can I assist you today? Before we proceed, could you please provide me with your name and email address? This will help us capture your details for better assistance. Okay, so this is an additional functionality that I added. I also wanted this chatbot to basically capture leads, which I could use later on for the purpose of marketing, for many other things. So now I just added the name. It automatically asks me to add in the email address. Let's see if I give it the wrong email, will it really work? It's confused as to what this is. Okay, never mind. Let's just go and type. So it took it a while, like around 30 to 40 seconds to come up with the response, but it did come up with the response. I just paused the video so that it wouldn't get really long. It looks like the email address you provided is incomplete. Could you please provide the full email address so we can proceed with assisting you? The quality of the answer is really good. So it was basically able to see that this is a wrong email. And then once I did give it the right email, it replied as, "Thank you, Neza. How can I assist you today? If you have any questions or need help with something specific, feel free to let me know." So this is really nice. I mean, I was impatient, so I already put in the right email, but um, I think it's natural to wait for such answers for around 30 to 40 seconds, because obviously even like an actual human would take around that long to see what's going on. So I want to book an appointment. Okay, let's just go with something more general. I want to automate customer support in my business. Automating customer support can greatly enhance efficiency and customer satisfaction. At Novelty AI, we offer solutions that can help you achieve this. Could you please provide more details about your business and the specific requirements you have for the automating customer support? This will help us stay resilient. If you have any specific, all right. I want to add a chatbot on my website. How do I book a call? Let's see. Right, so it's asking us to reach out via email and also asking us what time we're available, and our team will schedule the call. So basically, what this will do is obviously it wouldn't be able to store that time and reach out to Calendly, but we could uh, add that as an integration. We could integrate Calendly over here so that the bot can see what time is available and then just book an appointment with this person. So right now, since this is a very basic version, we haven't done that. It's asking us to reach out via email, and then also I can write down whatever time I am available, and the bot will be able to store that into the chat history, which can later on be checked by whoever the user is. So yeah, I mean, you can see that it's pretty good. Now let's talk about actually let's get into the functionalities that BotPress provides and then get into the actual build of this chatbot. So first of all, let's talk about the pricing, right? So you can start off for free, and then you can pay as you go. You can make up to 5 bots, and this will give you around a $5 of AI credit. And this is really nice for freelancers, for small businesses, small to medium sized businesses, since they won't have a lot of use. But if you want something, if you're an agency and you build a lot of chatbots, and you want to provide much more complex functionality to your chatbot, you could go with the team or the enterprise plan. So the pay as you go option is another thing that I really liked about BotPress, because VoiceFlow does offer you two free chatbots with as much complexity and functionality that you can provide within them, but the pay as you go option is quite suitable for people who want to start off. Now, when are those conditions when you would use BotPress over VoiceFlow? When you want advanced natural language processing. So you want your bot to understand the sentiment, understand emotions, pick up specific words, and then start a specific flow. That is when you would use BotPress, because it has much more advanced capabilities of processing natural language. Other than that, it also provides quite a few custom API integrations. So if you're an enterprise and you have your own softwares that you want to connect with BotPress, you could do that. You can also basically deploy this on an open source or self-hosting platform for maybe medical purposes, or if you want your chatbot to be HIPAA compliant and you want that, so you can host it onto your own self-hosting, and then also on an open, it's because it's an open source platform, so it's quite easy for you to integrate it into your own personal hosting. The multilingual capability of BotPress is much better than VoiceFlow, as I've experienced. So if you require complex natural language processing in different languages, BotPress is your solution. So other than that, it also, okay, so this is really important, right? These are very high ROI use cases, and I have built these systems on VoiceFlow. They have been good, but the quality that BotPress was giving out was much better. So if you want to process forms, if you want to conduct transactions, and if you want to perform detailed lead scoring, BotPress provides you with much more complex functionality in these regards. So that is when you would want to use BotPress. Other than that, another reason why you would use BotPress would be when your client or you as a business would want this chatbot to be deployed on WhatsApp or social media channels, and you are not really tech savvy and you don't know how to download, uh, get third party apps to integrate this bot into your social media platforms, that is when you would use WordPress, because it has its own native connectors that directly deploy these bots over to any social media channel, especially WhatsApp, Telegram, and even Facebook Messenger. So it's quite easy to integrate WordPress chatbots into social media platforms without the hassle of going through third-party connections and apps. Other than that, once you build a bot, you can just tweak it a little bit and then deploy it over to multiple channels, whether it's email, whether it's social media channel, or WhatsApp. So we talked about the pricing already. This is a little bit about WordPress. Now let's just get into actually building our first AI customer support agent using WordPress. Now, I was talking about how easy it was to build the chatbot that I showed you, the one that I built as a demo for my website. So, once you log into WordPress, this is the sort of dashboard that you'll see. You'll have your usage here, your settings. These are all your settings for your workspace. And then you can just go and tap onto new bot, and it comes with a ready-made template. That template is exactly what I used. I just fed it my website and a little bit of a document regarding my business, and that's it. The chatbot was created. So our chatbot is created here. Let's go into the studio. We're going to start from scratch, although we have quite a few templates here which you can use. I like to start from scratch. So the name of my bot is Amazing Meerkat. So WordPress does come up with quite funny names. The previous one that I showed you was Jolly Panther. So it basically combines an adjective with an animal, which is quite creative. All right, so this is just don't be scared as to how complex this looks. Most of the things you probably won't even be needing. So this is the settings of your chatbot, right? These are the channels that it can be deployed onto. If you want to add a channel, WhatsApp or whatever, you can add that. This is where you add the knowledge bases, and we are going to ignore the rest. Let's just upload a document for now. So I had one for a demo. Yeah, so we uploaded a document. We can even upload a PDF file, a table. A table is when you could maybe add an Airtable, and you can upload a website URL. Many things that you can do. So now we have the knowledge base added. This is where you will give it the prompt. So you can be as detailed as possible, and whatever way you want this bot to handle your customer queries, you can write it down all over here. If you find it difficult to write the prompt, you can literally ask ChatGPT to do that. I'll show you the prompt that I created for Jolly Panther, just for the sake of it. Yeah, so this is the previous chatbot that I created. You are Nova, a customer support agent for Novelty AI. Your job is to assist the customer and cater to their queries. If you are not sure about an answer, you can direct the user to contact via email, and I provide the email. Before catering to customer queries, make sure to ask their name and email so this lead can be captured. That's it. That's all the information that I provided, and you saw the results yourself. So let's get into Amazing Meerkat, and let's just keep all of these things like that. Now that you know how the functionality is supposed to be, let's just go on over to other things that you would probably need. This is the flow, very similar to voice flow, I would say. This is the autonomous node. The reason why this little chatbot that has literally only one node was able to capture leads and also query the knowledge base was because of the autonomous node. This means that this is like a loop a conversation happening in a loop with the chatbot. You don't have to add the loops that you would have to usually add into voice flow. This autonomous node, the point of the autonomous node is that it is a loophole of conversation, and the customer can keep asking questions and the bot can keep replying to them, querying the knowledge base, and using the LLM, and also using the instructions that you would have provided. So you wouldn't have to keep adding cards to determine what the next response would be like. So this is where the autonomous node really helps. All I did was literally just change a little bit of the information, the instructions that we've provided, and the chatbot was ready. That is why I told you guys that it literally took 2 minutes. So this is the I would say customizability, the functionality that WordPress provides. So that's all. This was a one node chatbot that was created. You can literally start using it right now on your website, and it's to start off, it's free. Then you just have to pay for whatever number of interactions you're having with your customers. So let's go into this is the agents. We don't need to see all of these things. So integrations is important, right? We were talking about the sort of integrations that it can have. So these are, now this is pretty cool, and I will be making a detailed video on this. These are direct integrations. What I mean to say is, if you integrate Salesforce with WordPress, WordPress will be able to capture the basic functionalities of Salesforce and add it directly onto your chatbot. So you will find buttons like create a new lead or delete new lead, or stuff like that on WordPress that is available on Salesforce. So that's the sort of integration, that's the sort of functionality that it is able to provide. I will be making a detailed video on that. If you don't understand this right now, don't worry about it, but stay tuned for that video. I'm really excited to share that as well. I was really happy to see that sort of functionality on WordPress. So what else do we need to see? We have the versions and the bot settings. That's pretty much it. That's it, literally. You publish the chatbot, and once it's published, you can share it, you can add it onto your website. Right? It took around a minute to actually publish the bot, but once we did, we have a preview. We don't want the preview right now because we already know how it's gonna work. We will also get a link that we can use and even integrate it or directly onto our website. Pardon me as I go through, discover how to actually do this. Okay, so this is the shareable link. If you want to send it as a demo, if you want to show it to a partner in your business, you can do that. And I will cover how to deploy it onto your website on the detailed video that I'm going to make on WordPress. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.